All right, I'm just gonna record a little off-the-cuff bonus content about some of the other things that I really love about this movie, because I could talk about this for so long. I don't know if they're absurd per se. So I initially recorded this as bonus content for Patreon, but I was like, you know what? I think the people need a little bit more Mamma Mia, especially since I probably won't be talking about Mamma Mia on my channel for another minute. So yeah, the next video is going to be coming out somewhat soon. Still got to edit it, but yeah, in the meantime, here's this. First is this scene where Julie Walters and Christine Baranski first meet Señor Cienfuegos.
Señor Cienfuegos.
That means 100 fires.
So that's 50 for you and 50 for me.
90-10.
60-40.
80-20. That's my final offer.
And they are so horny for this man. One thing that this movie and the original film do incredibly well is embrace female horniness, especially through Christine Baranski's character. Like the banter between Christine Baranski and Julie Walters is like one of the best things about this series. There's a scene where Bill and Donna are on the boat. Bill's trying to give a little kiss to Donna. He wants to give her a little kiss, but then
What's that?
Nothing. I'm a seagull.
then they hear a hey, and it's like, we're in the middle of the ocean. What's that? And Donna's like, well, we gotta go check it out. It's this guy in a fishing boat.
We're coming!
And they're just like, what's up, man? And he's like, my engine's not working and I'm kind of stranded here. And Bill is just like so eager to get back to try and give Donna a little kiss. And he's just like, well, we'll radio for someone. Best of luck, man. And Donna's just like, no, stop. We're helping him, of course.
My engine is not working.
Oh, that is bad luck. I'll radio for someone to come and help you. They should be along soon.
Bill?
He's like, I was trying to get to the mainland because I love this woman, but she's getting married to another guy today.
There is a woman waiting for me on the mainland. Her family, they don't want her to marry a simple fisherman like Alessio.
So they pick him up on the boat and he's like, that's her. And then he jumps in the water and starts swimming to her and just yelling. In one of the most joyous shots in the entire movie, slow-mo runs down the dock. Take a Chance on Me is played, and she is just running barefoot in her wedding dress and then jumps off the dock into the water. If there was anything that I could say that feels like particularly absurd about this scene, besides the fact that they're just like run into like a stranded fisherman in a dinghy in the middle of the ocean, then it probably would have made it in the original script. But I was like, this is just so wholesome. I don't have a take. It's just great. Oh my God. There's also a scene where Colin Firth's character, Harry, is in a long meeting with Japanese businessmen in Tokyo.
And now we turn please to clause 47, item 12.
It just hits us with an establishing shot of exterior Tokyo, and it just says Tokyo, Japan. And you're like, why are we here? And then he's like, you know what? I don't want to be here. I just realized that family is more important than work. And I'm going to go be with my family and support my daughter. And he just leaves a business meeting.
The contract is marvelous, by the way. Make any changes you like. Just sign.
There's a guy in this movie who's credited as Greek official, who is just like sitting at a kiosk.
You grew your hair. It's longer now.
Yeah, he's just like a weird guy who just keeps making weird comments, and you're like, what the fuck is going on with this character?
Time has been most cruel to you, sir.
I think he might be implying he's gay.
Sir, in your case, age becomes you, as it does the tree, the wine.
Thank you very much. You're not so bad yourself.
Yeah.
I would be remiss to not talk about how good Lily James is in this movie. I think sometimes people would think with acting, like, if it's silly or comedic, you have to commit less, or just like, yeah, I gotta ham it up kind of thing. And like, depends on the role, but believing in the world that you're living in so deeply, she goes for it. Like, there's a scene where she finds out that Sam is engaged to someone back home, and she's like, oh my God, I was falling in love with you. I'm so hurt. Why would you not tell me that?
Are you engaged to that beautiful woman?
Yes.
And did you tell me about it?
No.
And do you seriously think I could ever forgive you?
And the two actors who play young Tanya and Rosie, young Christine Baranski and Julie Walters.
Hey, guys. Hi.
Jessica Keenan Wynn as young Tanya and Alexa Davies as young Rosie. And they are some of the standout performances in the film for me.
It's not that I fancy him. My point is actually that I love him and I want to have his babies.
I see.
They recreate the banter of Julie Walters and Christine Baranski so well.
Do you think he's just not hearing the phone? Or that he's taking it out of his pocket, seeing it's you, and deciding not to answer?
It's wonderful that you put that image in her head.
Those reactions from the older version seeing their younger versions there at the end of the movie, like, there must be something very strange about that experience of seeing someone who has studied your mannerisms and tried to recreate you. Okay, there's a musical number I didn't mention that kind of happens right after we introduce Cher and right before we do Fernando. I've Been Waiting for You. Amanda Seyfried sings with Christine Baranski and Julie Walters Like It's Donna and the Dynamos. And it intersperses with a montage of young Donna, Lily James, giving birth.
I lay my life before you, and finally it seems my lonely days are through.
We watch Lily James give birth to a child.
I'll be a good mom, I swear.
It is simultaneously extremely beautiful and heartbreaking and lovely, but also like, oh my God, we're experiencing the slight body horror of live birth happening in the middle of this rom-com.
I love you,
It is intense, but the scene is so good. One of the things this movie does really effectively is comment on the relationship between mothers and daughters. Like, the first one does that really well too, but this one expands on it. Oh yeah, and there's like a little scene where Julie Walters and Stellan Skarsgård's character get to like catch up based on the thing that we were left with at the end of the first movie, where she's like, take a chance on me, and he's like, I'm afraid of commitment.
I gave you your chance, Bill.
I'm asking for one more.
It's just not going to work, is it?
That can't even make the top 10 things that happens in this movie because so much happens in this movie. But it is really nice to see that they like actually addressed some of the character loose ends and address the emotional lives and relationships of characters that the movie is not primarily centering on. I will just say there's something that's weirdly cynical to me about the idea of a prequel. Sometimes things that happen in the past in stories don't need to be seen, but in this case, I kind of fuck with it. Like they managed to not have it be like, look, the things you already know, just like kind of metatextual reference culture. It ends up being an actual expansion. And that's one of the things that makes this movie so incredible is on so many levels, it feels like the effort of a Hallmark movie, but also at the same time, the effort of like a fully fledged work of art. It just makes for it's like a nice piece of a light cake. It doesn't feel too heavy, but it is a well-constructed art in and of itself. So yeah, thanks for listening to me rant about this movie. Bye.
Thanks for watching. There's actually another video on my Patreon where I talk about things that I learned about this movie from the comments of the main Mamma Mia video.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, there's a scene where Colin Firth gets tied to a chair.
So if you want to check that out, linked in the description. Yeah, if you liked this video, give it a little like, a little subscribe. Tell me what your favorite scenes are, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. It's gonna be a different topic, but I think it's gonna be fun. So bye.
If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best. Tell you, just shout cut whenever you want.